The moment I heard my own son turn the deadbolt from the inside, I realized I no longer had a home. Rain poured down my face, the porch light clicked off, and standing behind that locked door was the boy I had raised alone for 37 years. Why would a son lock his 70-year-old mother outside in the middle of the night? At the time, I thought I knew the answer. I was wrong. What I discovered later would destroy my family and expose a secret nobody saw coming. My name is Margaret. 3 years ago, my husband died after 42 years. Losing him felt like losing half my heartbeat. For months, I walked through life like a ghost. Then my son Ethan suggested something that sounded caring. "Mom, you shouldn't be alone anymore. Sell the old house and come live with us." I remember feeling grateful. His wife, Brittany, smiled and hugged me. "We'll take care of you." Looking back now, that was the first lie. I sold the family home, the same house where Ethan took his first steps, the same kitchen where my husband taught him how to make pancakes, the same backyard where birthdays, graduations, and Christmas mornings became memories. I sold it because I trusted my son. The money from the sale went into my savings account. I moved into Ethan and Brittany's beautiful 2-story home. At first, everything seemed perfect. My grandchildren, Lily and Mason, ran into my room every morning. They called me Grandma Maggie. Those little moments kept me alive. But slowly, things changed. It started with small comments. "Mom, can you watch the kids? Mom, can you cook dinner? Mom, can you clean up a little?" I didn't mind helping. I loved my family, but helping became expected. Expected became demanded, and demanded became exploited. Every day I cooked. Every day I cleaned. Every day I babysat. Meanwhile, Brittany posted photos online about her busy lifestyle. I was basically unpaid staff living in their guest room. But that wasn't the worst part. One evening, I accidentally overheard something. Ethan and Brittany were talking in the kitchen. They didn't know I was around the corner. "How much does she still have?" Brittany asked. "About 600,000, Ethan replied. My heart stopped. They were talking about my savings. Once she puts our names on everything, we're set. I stood frozen, unable to move, unable to breathe, unable to believe what I had just heard. For the first time, I wondered if bringing me into their home had never been about love. Maybe it had always been about money. But I pushed the thought away because no mother wants to believe that about her own child. The next few months became unbearable. Brittany grew bolder. She criticized my cooking. She mocked my clothes. She rolled her eyes whenever I spoke. At family dinner, she interrupted me constantly. One night, she laughed and said, "Maybe it's time for senior living. This isn't exactly your house." Everyone laughed awkwardly. Everyone except me. And Ethan said nothing. Not one word. That silence hurt more than any insult. Then came Lily's birthday party, the day everything changed. The backyard was full of guests. Music played, kids laughed, people chatted around the pool. I was carrying a tray of cupcakes when Brittany suddenly announced something. "Lily, Grandma has something exciting to tell everyone." I looked confused. "What?" Brittany smiled. "Tell them about moving out." The entire party went quiet. "What are you talking about?" I asked. Her smile disappeared. "You know exactly what I'm talking about." I didn't, but Ethan did. His face turned pale. Then Brittany said words I'll never forget. "This arrangement isn't working anymore." My hand shook. "What arrangement?" "Living here." I looked at Ethan. Ethan? He stared at the ground. That told me everything. Humiliation washed over me. Dozens of people stood there watching. Neighbors, friends, family, everyone. I felt smaller than I had ever felt in my entire life. But somehow I stayed calm. I quietly set down the tray, smiled at Lily, and walked back inside. No screaming, no scene, no tears. Not yet, because something inside me had changed. That night, I called a lawyer, not because I wanted revenge, because I wanted answers. What happened next changed everything. The lawyer asked me a simple question. Margaret, have you ever looked at the paperwork you signed after selling your house? I told him I had, but only briefly. Bring everything. The next day, I arrived with boxes of documents. He spent hours reviewing them. Then his expression changed. Margaret, did you know you still own property? What property? The lake house. I nearly dropped my coffee. Years earlier, my husband had secretly transferred ownership into a trust with my name as sole beneficiary. The property had doubled in value, and according to current estimates, it was worth nearly $2 million. Then came a letter from my husband. My beautiful Maggie, if you're reading this, I'm gone. I know our son. I love him deeply, but money changes people. If anyone pressures you financially, trust actions, not words. If Ethan ever values your money more than your presence, protect yourself. Everything started making sense. Ethan had debt, credit cards, loans, business failures. Brittany knew everything. I wasn't family to them anymore. I was their solution. Then, one rainy night, they locked me out. We changed the locks. You need to find somewhere else to stay. Mom, maybe it's for the best. Click. The deadbolt locked. I spent that night in a hotel, but by morning, something changed. I wasn't powerless. I wasn't finished. Within weeks, everything shifted. I moved into the lake house. Peace returned. Then I made another decision. I updated everything. Every account, every asset, every document. And Ethan received nothing. Instead, I built trusts for my grandchildren. I supported charities. I protected my future. Then the truth spread. Everyone learned what had happened, and their world collapsed without me saying a word. A year later, Ethan came back, broken, humbled, ashamed. Mom, I'm sorry. I asked, sorry for what? And for the first time, he told the truth, all of it. The money, the pressure, the lockout, the lies. And I realized something. I didn't hate him. I hated what he became. I forgave him, but forgiveness didn't erase consequences. Over time, he changed, through actions, not words. Today, my grandchildren are safe, my home is peaceful, and life feels lighter. That rainy night once felt like the end, but it was really the beginning, because sometimes life closes one door just to open a better one. And in the end, I learned this: the greatest revenge is not pain, it is peace.